how did we get from the Gilded Age to the Progressive Era, an era that the Gilded Age looked very much like today looks to us, and how did the Progressive Era come out of that as in the way it does? And I wanted to answer that because what the way we got there is very similar to, it feels very similar to where we are now. When people during the Gilded Age got to a point where they really recognized that the system was rigged against ordinary Americans, for decades, the Republicans had been telling them that the problem with the economy was not the robber barons. The problem was, the African Americans in the South, or the immigrants in the cities, or lazy farmers, or there was always some reason that the economy wasn't very good. And that there came a time when finally people looked around and said, wait a minute, you're building mansions in Newport, Massachusetts, and having parties that are costing, millions of dollars in today's dollars. Well, we're working jobs where we can't begin to make ends meet. We need to redo this system. Key to that was having a press that recognized what was going on and was starting to report on it. And that really hits home to me today when I was thinking about doing this politics chat today. I hope you got that figuring out what was going on with SNAP and how Democratic states are trying to push back on that, that's really complicated. And, untangling it, I'm pretty deep into this stuff now. So for me to untangle it wasn't a big deal. But I promise you, that would have been really hard, at least for me, to untangle 10 years ago, when there would be a story about SNAP in a newspaper and I'd have to try and put it all together myself. The fact we have people like me, but also all the other producers now saying, hey, you want to understand what's going on with this legal case? I'll walk you through it. I think is key to understanding how the government works. And I think it's been key to waking people up. So I would say we're going on a good track here for helping people understand not just that Trump is wackadoodle, but that the system has not worked for 40 freaking years because the very wealthy took it over and took it out of the hands of the rest of us. And that's not to say that I'm making some great communist argument. I'm saying that in order for democracy to work, one person needs one vote, and we need to have accurate information about what's going on so that we can use our votes wisely. And I feel like we're getting toward that.